All right, so I'm trying something a little bit different today. I'm freehanding this one. So I've got the Mpow Fly Sport Earbuds right here. And we're, in the studio getting ready to do everything. But let's go ahead and dive in and take a closer look at these. They're pretty fancy. They're not very expensive. They got a couple options going on for them. They're typical wireless earbuds. They're not the true wireless earbuds. So it's a little bit different than what I've looked at lately. I haven't tested any of these in a while, but they've got decent specs. Bluetooth 5.0, 33 feet of range, 6mm dual drivers, and 2 hours of charge time, 12 hours of music or talk time, so it's kind of blended. And you can get 10-minute charge, you get 2 hours of playtime. So pretty sweet there. And it's got a dual equalizer for extra bass and power, or they call it the well-balanced sound. And I'm going to say right now it's not really well-balanced. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the review. All right, so here's the unboxing portion of the Mpow Fly Sport Bluetooth earbuds. So inside the box, you got all the cool stuff. We got the earbuds, we got the ear tips, the stabilizers, all the fancy stuff. You can see here on the back a little repeat of some of the stuff that I just said. The Bluetooth, the 12 hours of listening time, 10 minutes of charge for 2 hours playback, 6mm drivers, 2 hours charge time overall. And so it's got a lot of standard features whenever it comes to modern 2019 earbuds. Now here we go. One nice thing that I like about these earbuds is that they come with this cool little carrying case, and then of course you have your documentation which tells you all about them. It tells you about the functionality, how to use them, how to pair them, what the different buttons do. It's really nice because the volume control module that's on here, you can do all sorts of fancy things, and you've got your Mpow VIP Club card there so you can register, get your extended warranty. And then this little card right here that lets you know that you need to use a 5-watt or low output charging adapter. So it's kind of one of those warning things now that they nonchalantly throw in there for all these earbuds here lately that tell you that you need to use a 5-volt charger. So don't use one of your crazy super fast chargers on this thing. It's too much power for them and it can cause overheating issues. So be careful of that. It would be nice if they actually threw a charger in there. So here we go. They got the magnetic backs. You got your multifunction button along with your volume up and down button, your charging port on here. Easy to charge, like I said, 2 hours, and you get a full charge on these, which gives you your 12 hours of playback time. There's the volume buttons and the multifunction button that I talked about, the cool little clip so you can attach it to your shirt while you're out doing your jogging and running around. And overall, I think they look cool. They've got the ear stabilizers with the ear tips. They're both interchangeable. You have 3 different sizes for both: small, medium, and large. There's an up-close look. There's a filter covering the driver, the 6mm driver. So it's a little smaller than some of the other ones I've looked at lately that are 7mm or 8mm. But for $29 with all this stuff, it's not something outside of the realm of expectation. It does have a micro USB charging cable for you to use. And then here's a little pouch that has the ear tips and the ear stabilizers. So again, small, medium, large, very easy to change out. Now, with the multifunction button in the module for the volume up and down buttons, you can play and pause, you can answer calls and hang them up or reject them. You can use it for the music control. Of course, you can turn the volume up and volume down. And then if you hold the volume button up or down, you can fast forward the track to the next one or go back to the previous one. And then if you double press the multifunction button, which is the power button or the circle one in the middle, then you can activate Siri or your Google Assistant, which is pretty neat and is fairly common with most of the earbuds that I've taken a look at lately. So that's it for the unboxing portion. All right, so I made this little demonstration to show you how easy it is to put the earbuds in, and nice, easy, and snug. You have the small, medium, and large ear tips and stabilizers, like I said, so you can fit and size them for your individual comfort. So very easy, and you can see they stay in. You don't really have to worry about them falling out. And then you have the little shirt clip, chomp, 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 which will fasten onto your shirt, and you don't have to worry about the cable bouncing around while you're doing your jogging or any of that craziness. All right, so here I am with the Mpow Fly Sport earbuds. Now, like I said earlier, Bluetooth 5.0, 33 feet of range, 12 hours of playtime. You get 2 hours of playtime on a quick 10-minute charge. So all the bells and whistles. It's got 2 different equalizer modes. So one interesting thing about these is it has the I keep forgetting what it's called. Well balanced mode and bass plus mode. So to activate those, you use the multifunction button and the volume down button. If you press those both at the same time, it'll switch the equalizer. Now the well balanced sound is really not all that great. So ideally, I would recommend that you use it on the bass plus mode, bass up mode. Um, yeah, pretty much all the time, because the well balanced sound, everything is just lower. I mean, it's even across the board, but it's not really remarkable. It's not really loud. Whenever you turn it into the bass up or the bass plus mode, it does sound louder. It has some more power. So I would recommend listening to it in that mode. Now, very easy to charge. You got the charging port over here. We saw all of that in the other video clip. One very interesting thing about these earbuds, of course, the backs are magnetic. So that's cool. You can wear them around your neck like this, and then you can let them connect together. You don't have to worry about losing them. They don't fall off, none of that jazz. But let me show you something. So I've got some tunes going on here. You may be able to hear that. I don't know if you can hear that or not. So I'm trying to put the sound in there, and you put the backs together. They don't turn off. So it's just a magnetic feature. It doesn't do anything with turning, like play or pause or any of that stuff. It just keeps playing. Now, one other cool thing though. So I've got them paired to this device right here, playing music. Hope you can hear that, but if not, we'll go ahead and pause it. Over here, don't look at what's in the left hand. I got my BlackBerry. Now, there we go. I don't know if you can hear that. You can connect these to two different devices at the same time. Now, you can't stream the music simultaneously from both devices, but you can have it connected to both Bluetooth devices at once. So the way you do that, you set it up. Initially, you pair it on Bluetooth with one of your phones or one of your devices, and then you start the pairing process again. You can connect it to another device. So all you have to do is just hold the power button until it turns off, press and hold the power button again to turn it on, and keep holding it. It's like 5 or 6 seconds till it enters pairing mode, and then you can connect it to another device. So if you want to have it paired to a tablet, you want to have it paired to your phone, however you want it set up, you can connect it to two different devices. So I thought that was cool. Now, here you have the fancy carrying case. We looked at this briefly. You can put all your cool stuff in there. They are very comfortable. I've listened to them quite a bit, and the ear stabilizers, the little wingtips, along with the earbuds that are adjustable with the different sizes. It makes for a really comfortable experience. They seal up really well in the ear. They've got the CVC 8.0 noise canceling. So I made some phone calls. Really good sound. You can hear loud, crisp, and clear on both ends, so they can hear you well and you can hear them well. And these fit so well, especially with these stabilizers and the ear tips, that you don't really hear anything going on around you. So they have great sound isolation, even though they don't have noise cancellation. So that's pretty good too. I was really happy with the call quality and the comfortability. All right, so talking about the sound experience, the normal equalizer mode, I'm really not a fan of, but the bass plus mode, it gives you more power in the bass and in the mids. Now, the highs doesn't really seem to be impacted too much. The highs really aren't represented very well in these earphones. So the treble, not really all that fantastic, but they're $29 earbuds. They typically, they go on sale. They have coupons and all that stuff on Amazon. So you may be able to get them cheaper, but at 29 bucks, they're pretty versatile. IPX7, water resistant, so these are great for the gym, great for jogging, great for taking outdoors. They're a great throwdown pair of earphones. They've got some decent power. The volume, I'd say it gets to about 90% my comfort zone, which for an average person who doesn't have messed up hearing, they probably sound really good. So I'm not going to ding them on the volume. The volume is overall good. The sound experience, so as far as sound quality, it doesn't really get staticky. It doesn't break up. It doesn't get any distortions. So I give them 2 thumbs up there. When it comes to having a full sound experience, it has the 6mm drivers, which is really kind of small nowadays. Most of the ones I've been listening to lately have 7 or 8mm drivers, and what that means is the size of the speaker that's pushing the noise out. So the smaller the driver, the more that's going to have to get forced out of those tiny speakers into your ears. So it feels more forced. It's more narrow and it has less of a full sound. But it does have pretty decent bass whenever you have it in the bass plus mode. The mids are all right. The vocals really aren't that great though. So I can't say the vocals are any worse in the bass plus mode versus the well balanced mode, or the balanced equalizer mode, but it does sound louder whenever you have it in the bass plus mode. So I don't really know when you would want to use the other normal equalizer. I would, like I said, I'd pretty much just leave it in the bass plus mode the whole time. It gives you a more robust sound experience. It gives you more power. It gives you a better sound experience. And if you like bass, then you're going to get more of that. So that's pretty much what I have to say about the sound experience. Now, it's not bad. Like I said, they're like a good $29 pair of throwdown earbuds or earphones. They're not the true wireless ones, so you get a longer sound experience, you get more power. They're going to last you up a lot longer, so you get 12 hours versus the typical 3 or 4 hours that you get out of the true wireless earbuds before you have to connect, like charge them up again. And then you have this nice little clip here that you can attach onto your shirt, so you don't have to worry about the cord bouncing up and down whenever you're doing your running and all that cool stuff. So overall, I definitely think they're worth 29 bucks. So I'll give them 2 thumbs up on that. Overall sound experience is decent. It's not the greatest in the world. Really kind of missing out on the treble, the high stuff, but the mids, they're okay. The bass is really good for a cheap set of earbuds. So depending on what kind of music you listen to, they might be great. Ideally, they're just not too fantastic for me for what I want in an everyday set of earphones. But if you want them for the gym, you want a throwdown pair, you want an extra pair, you want a pair for your kids, you want something you're not going to worry about losing or stranding somewhere or using pretty much wherever you want, these are good for that. So that's all I've got on my review of the Mpow Fly wireless earbuds. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell so you get notifications for the latest and greatest videos, because I'm constantly putting out new content. And as always, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.